Hey, what's up, guys? It's Matt here with Tanks Lawn Maintenance. It is currently 7:53 a.m. Tuesday morning, March the 25th, 2025th year of our Lord. And it's a beautiful morning, man. It's bluebird sky. It's not too cold. It's a little chill in the air this morning, but a lot of that has to do with humidity. It rained all day yesterday, man. It was supposed to stop raining around 12, and it wound up quitting about 10:45. And then I gave it about an hour to see if I could go out and get some stuff done. And then time I left the neighborhood, man, it started pouring out raining again. And it didn't quit till it rained off and on till about 3:30 yesterday afternoon. And everything is kind of semi-dry. I mean, I'm sure there's some wet spots here and there, but I got to go, man. I can't sit around all day today. I got to get some work done. But I want to holler at y'all for a minute, man, about what you pay your employees versus the quality of work they're putting out. There's lots of ways you can pay your employees and still make maximum profits. And one way is that whole P for P thing that Mike Andes talks about. And that's probably a good thing when it comes to landscaping jobs, but when it comes to maintenance jobs like bush trimming and mowing, I wouldn't pay my guys like that. But you can also pay them by the hour, and you can also pay them by the day, or you can pay them a salary. My help, I pay him by the hour, pay him a decent wage. He's a young guy, works with me part-time, and I pay him a decent wage, and I also pay him a daily minimum. So if we go out and take care of a job, and just say it only takes us 4 or 5 hours to do it, I will pay him a minimum. That way it's worth his time getting up in the morning. But the only thing about P for P is when you're doing maintenance, whether it be shrub maintenance or lawn maintenance, the way your guys are getting paid on P for P, they're making a certain percentage off of the labor charge. So sorry guys, I got the hiccups this morning. And when your guys are getting paid that way, they're rushing through everything, they're not doing a quality job, and you're going to wind up losing customers. Now, if you're someone like Mike Andes and you own a very large company like Augusta Lawn Care, it's no big deal. You can afford to lose a few customers here and there. When I say a few customers, I'm talking about 20 and 30 customers a year. You can afford that. But if you're a small, just say you're a 2-man crew or a 3-man crew, if you're a small company like that, and that's how you're paying your guys, and they start doing that, you simply can't afford to be losing 20, 30, 40 customers a year. And I'm going to tell you, a prime example is my neighbor's yard. Augusta Lawn Care takes care of my neighbor's yard, and it takes those guys less than 10 minutes. It's 2 of them every time they come out. It takes them less than 10 minutes to come out, but I'm going to tell you, they miss a lot of spots, and they dig a lot of ruts. They snatch grass out the ground. They don't take their time and make sure it's a quality job. They're rushing through it because they're getting paid for the amount of productivity that they're putting out. Now, if you pay your guys by the hour or by the day, or pay them a salary and just simply tell them you're going to put out or be fired, one of the two. If you simply tell them that, they will, of course it's going to be a little slow at first. They're going to be slow, especially if they've never done this before. They're going to be slow until they know what they're doing. But once they get a week or two under their belt, they should be up to speed, and they should be putting out quality work. But you want your employees to slow down and take their time and make sure they're putting out a quality job, because the quality of work that is being put out is a direct reflection of you, the business owner. And if you're not putting out quality work, you're going to lose that customer. Like I said, if you're doing landscaping jobs like sod, mulch, pine straw, rocks, hardscapes, whatever it may be, If you're doing landscaping projects, it is perfectly fine to pay your guys P for P, but you also need to have a foreman or yourself on the job to make sure that job is getting done correctly. Because, like I said, they're getting paid a certain percentage off of the labor charge, and they're going to be rushing through to make as much as they can every single day. But just wanted to share that little bit of information, guys. You know, if you're a gigantic company, you can do what you can really do pretty much what you want to do, because you have that swagger and you can afford to lose customers. But if you're a small mom and pops company like you, and like most of you probably are, and like I am, you simply can't afford to do the same things that these bigger companies can do. That goes hand in hand with pricing jobs. You know, Augusta Lawn Care, and I know this for a fact, Augusta Lawn Care can go around and put door hangers on somebody's door that says $42, but a guy like me, I just simply can't do that. I just simply can't do that. I've got to charge more. So keep that in mind, guys. Small companies, you cannot do the same thing that these larger companies do. So be careful what you listen to on YouTube, and be careful what kind of advice you take off of YouTube, because a lot of times when somebody is telling you something that they do in their business, that same practice is not going to work for you. But anyway, guys, I hope y'all have an amazing day today. It's supposed to be dry all day. I hope that sun comes out soon and dries up all this water. The high is supposed to be 79 today. But look, man, I'll cut y'all back on the next video, and until then, y'all keep cutting that grass and keep making that money. I'll let y'all. Bye.